What's up, everyone? With the Aaron Keener manhunt being very fresh, I wanted to share a furry with you today, and credit goes to Helloo, who has appeared in many of our podcasts with us. She's in stream a lot, and loads of you know her. She loves her lore, and she has a great furry. Now, she wanted to upload this herself on her channel, but hasn't had the time, and asked if I wanted to share it. And I've read through this furry, and I've got to say, I like it a lot. So we're going to read through Helloo's furry on the end of the manhunt the other day, and what she thinks about Aaron Keener and how he still can't be trusted. So I'm gonna read this word for word. She says, "I have a theory about the end of this season. I think we've all said this, but here might be evidence or a further clue as to why I believe Keener's actions were more calculated than they initially seemed. First, let's talk about Keener's capture. In his last communication, it's clear that he anticipated Manny would lock him up. He agreed to it. But why would he willingly let that happen? He had assembled Theo and Kelso, but they are nowhere to be seen. If he knew there was going to be a confrontation at the emergency bunker, why wouldn't he bring his team along? Anyway, this is the main thing. Take a look at the backpack trophy for completing the mission. What does it resemble? To me, it looks like a Trojan horse, and we know what that is. It's a way to get into an enemy base. So here's where my theory comes into play. I think Keener's ultimate goal was to gain access to the White House. It's the only way he could get inside without sparking an all-out war. Whether or not he intends to ally with Manny remains unclear. However, Keener has always been the smartest person in the room, consistently 2 steps ahead of us. He knows that not even Natalia, with all the resources and army, could take down the White House. He knew that our agent and Kelso are the 2 agents likely to kill him. Hence the hurdles, trials that we had to go through, so he knew we could be trusted. Add to that Kelso's insider information about the White House, division, etc. And it's clear that Keener understands this is the best shot at getting what he wants. And what does he want? The key. Schaefer. The guy in the coma. He can't just go fight his way in. But if he's already in, with Theo and Kelso on the outside working with him, who knows what he is capable of? Remember the end of last season? The key was mentioned repeatedly, and once we were zapped with our 0% hazard protection builds, it was easy to be misled into thinking the key was just a shade box Keener picked up. But Faye told us explicitly, Schaefer is the key. I believe Keener knew that the most effective way to achieve his goals was to be invited in. With us now on side, breaking out won't be a problem for him either. Whether it's to get Schaefer or whether it's to take the corruption in the division down from inside out. Theo actually mentioned this in the Tombs mission. It all seems very odd. Just a theory, but I have not seen or heard anyone say it or mention the backpack trophy. I really do think that Helloo might be onto something here. Now, whether Keener's going to double cross us or not, like she said, remains to be seen. But he does want something. He needs the division, and he needs the key. I kind of think the story is kind of edged in a direction away from Schaefer. He's kind of been forgotten about. But if you do think back, Helloo's right. Schaefer is the key. This has been communicated so often, and I believe that Schaefer is probably going to be a big part of what is to come next season. So we know we've got these 6 watches. Aaron Keener has placed these watches. They're next to him in his cell, just outside of his cell, and it kind of signifies that Aaron Keener is going to have a team of 6 people. We have a think about who that 6 people could be, and we think ourselves, Kelso, Aaron Keener, Theo, Manny, and then there's one more person, Schaefer. Now, whatever Aaron Keener has, whatever information he has, it has led Kelso to go rogue and join him. It led Fei Lao to join him. It's led us to join him. It's going to probably lead Manny to join him. But I think the only reason we are joining him is because he needs the key, who is Schaefer. Again, just going back to the comms from this season's manhunt, there's one comm where Keener is discussing about if you just have one person on side, it isn't that good, but if you have hundreds, then you can make then you can make an impact, you can make a change. So what Keena's doing is he's getting loads of the division on side so he can get what he wants. Because if he just has one, it doesn't work. He's had Helloo, he had Kelso, he needs us, he needs Manny, he needs enough people in the division on side so he can get a hold of the key to carry out his task. And I think it's a great shout about the Trojan Horse Backpack Trophy. I have seen that mentioned in the comments on the videos, a few people pointing that out, that that's what that could be. And I think that is a clue as well, I really do. So how I kind of see next season going is we are going to be putting the team together. We will then be going to Brooklyn and we'll be going to take on whatever task this is that Aaron Keena has for us. And our goals will align, you know, our goals will align with Aaron Keena, but I don't think at any point we should see him as an ally. Aaron Keena, as Helloo mentioned, is always the smartest person in the room. He's always 2 steps ahead of you, and he doesn't care what you want. He'll do anything to get what he wants. And I have a feeling that by the end of the DLC, because next season we'll be moving into the DLC in Brooklyn and we'll find out all of this as we go. But I don't think we are going to be allies with Aaron Keena. I imagine he'll still be alive. He ain't going to die again. But I do think heading into the Division 3, Aaron Keena is still going to be very much the enemy. And why I think this is just because some things Helloo has said there, and we listen to some of the comms. You know, at the minute, it makes sense to work together. He needs something from us. But in the moment where he no longer needs something from us, he has gone rogue before. Let's remember the title of this season that we're on now. It's the first rogue. Aaron Keena was the first rogue. He has done a lot of bad stuff to get what he wants. We can't just forget all of the bad that he has done. And if we have to work together just for the short time for the greater good, it seems as though that's what we're going to do. But there'll be another end goal for Aaron Keena beyond this. And I don't think that is going to align with the division. But those are my thoughts today. We are going to get a podcast set up as soon as possible. We haven't done a podcast now for so long, and I think we need one. We need to get a few of us together. We want to discuss this, and we want to discuss your thoughts as well. So please do post down below in the video comments with what you think about the story, where it's heading, what I've spoke to you about today. Let me know, because there'll be great information for us when we set up this podcast to go over some discussion points with you, and we're going to try and get this set up ASAP. Hopefully in the next week or 2 weeks top, we'll do it on a live stream, and we're going to discuss this story fully with you guys and everything that we can. Let's see if we can crack it, and let's see if we can predict what the future is. I'm so excited as to where this is heading, and I can't wait for the next season. Certainly the DLC. Thank you for watching this video today, and again, thank you for Helloo for sending me that DM. I thought it was a brilliant read. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And that's it for now from me. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new around here. Check out my video description for everything you need to know about me. And until the next one, take care and peace out.